Terry from Eric Sport, welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you a sequence of 10 simple Indian club exercises for pain-free shoulders. Let's get into it. If you like the info, find it useful, remember to subscribe, give us a like, don't be stingy, alright? For the first 7 exercises, we're going to use 2 light clubs. So, grab your Pahlavandles, you can fill them up or not fill them up, you'll get a different training effect. First, we've got a shrug combination. So we're going to start in the overhead position and go up and down. Now keep your midsection in control. So 5 reps, then we're going to go out 90 degrees and now we're going to separate. Yeah? Pull the shoulder blades in together against the midline and then away from the midline. It's a bit of a funny movement. You also do 5 or so of those. Then you bring your arms about 45 degrees, 30 degrees, something like that, and then you shrug the shoulders up to the ears. And if you can manage to do this without a grimace, then you're good. And then we're gonna have a slight forward bend like this. Arms are hanging and pull back. Again, 5 or 6 of those. So we've been loosening up the scapula or shoulder blade. Now the next exercise, you're going to be driving the movement with the end of the club. Okay, we're crossing the clubs over. So 1 repetition, one hand is going over the right or the left shoulder, I should say. Bring the arms out and then drive again with the point or the end of the club, and this time it's over your opposite shoulder. So every repetition you alternate the crossing. Yeah? Try to drive that club around. Boom. Gonna shoot for 10 reps. Cool sound effects as well. Boom. Next, we're gonna have the bent over position. Okay, so a good straight line with the back, weight over the foot, so you're not tipping forward or backwards. Now you can choose to do the first exercise with the elbows bent or arms straight. Yeah? Then you come back to the start position and you just simply lift in line with your body. Boom, out to the sides, out to the front. Yeah? So that's 1 rep is the combination of the 2 exercises. Again, we're going to shoot for about 10 reps, so you can train along with me. We're going in real time. Boom, we're about halfway. Couple more. Voila. Next exercise, we're going to scissor our arms. Oh, going to readjust the cable here. And we're going to have 1 club pointing behind the back with the elbow pointing up, and the other arm is going to be straight and pointing behind the back. Right? So we're alternating or drumming between the 2 exercises, or the 2 positions, I should say. Boom. Again, try to stabilize your midsection so you're not bending over the whole place like a banana. Boom, a couple more. Voila. So remember, when we're standing straight in place, we never have stiff, locked knees, okay? Always keep a slight bend in them. We're going to bring the arms out to the sides for the next exercise and simply rotate the clubs down, up, and over towards the back. Okay? Again, 10 repetitions or so. So this great routine to loosen up shoulder tension, strengthen, improve the mobility and stability of the shoulder joint. Now, if you're into Indian clubs, it's also a great warm-up. And once you know the routines, like everything else, it goes a little bit faster. So again, you simply use this as a warm-up when you're going to move up to heavier clubs. Okay, and we're good. Now, next exercise requires a bit of coordination. We're going to swing the clubs back and forth, each their direction, but we're going to carry the movement all the way overhead. So clubs are moving away from each other. I'm looking towards the back club. Boom. Again, the back club. Yeah. I'm going to do 5 reps one direction. Stop at the top and reverse the direction. So as you can see, my upper body is rotating when I look towards the back of the club, and this is what helps to keep the clubs in the proper alignment, close to the body. Yeah? Next exercise, we're going to hold one club out to the side in what's called the flag or side flag position. The other arm is going to swing behind the back. Okay, so shoulder level or so, and bring it behind the back. Ten on one side, a couple more. And again here I'm looking and turning at the end of the movement towards the club that is standing still. Boom, and then a switch. So you can see the neck movement, looking at the club looking at the club that is still. So it's not only good for your shoulders, but we also address the neck mobility, proprioception, and that sense of where you are in the room and so on, your balance. And of course some spine rotation, because all this stuff makes for nice, mobile, resilient and strong shoulders. Okay, for the next, or the last 3 exercises, for the next exercise, we're going to put the light club away and you're simply going to switch the bottle. So I've got one ready here with the heavier club. This one is about 3 kilos, so it's simply a 1.3 beer bottle filled up with sand. Okay, so when you've got the Pahlavandle at home, simply screw it and unscrew it, and there we go. So next movement is going to be hand to hand. So I'm going to start with an inward spiral, switch the hand in front of the body, and go to the other side. So I go from an inward type of circle to an outward circle. So I'm going to do 5 one direction. And you can see I'm following more or less the club with my head, again bringing everything into play. And then after the last repetition here, I'm going to reverse the direction. Yeah, so we balance the training. Three more. Try not to hit your body. The exercise here is to have the club clear the body as we move it around. And this time the bottom of the club is pointing to the ground during the whole exercise. Next exercise, we're going to assume a small stance here, and we're going to do a reverse figure 8. So I start by crossing the midline, looking towards the back of the room, letting the club swing, come to the front, look to the other side. Again, remember, soft knees. Boom, I'm going to do 10. So one repetition is one on either side. So we're halfway now. So remember that spine rotation also hangs together with good shoulder stability and mobility for pain-free shoulders. And we want to maintain a good posture so we're not looking down to the ground, but have a natural tall stance. Boom, that should be it. Last exercise is going to be a crossover forward heart-shaped swing. So you should know the heart-shaped swing. If you haven't, There's going to be a link to a tutorial to learn the basic. This is what we call an inner heart-shaped swing. Can be done with the elbow connecting here, if it's a heavy club, or with the elbow free from the body if it's a light club. Basically, we've got that combination of a circle behind the back and a circle in front of the body, okay? So this time, instead of swinging by the front of the body, we're going to swing by the side of the body. There's more emphasis on the spine rotation. So, boom, look towards the club here and switch. Okay, so we're going to do 10 on either side. If you get confused at the change of hands, you can just add a little circle and then go into the full swing, okay? So which variation you do, it doesn't matter, they're both great. Since you won't be talking while you're exercising, concentrate on your breathing. So the movement is matching the breathing to get the most relaxation effect. More relaxed, the more freely you'll be able to move, the more oxygen you take in, which will go to your cells, and that's all good. So the nature of the light clubs, high repetition forces a lot of blood into the tissue, which is what helps with recovery, improving the mobility, and so on, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you in the next one.